Okay, the dreaded F chord. Now, the thing about the F chord is you've loads of options with it. Like, sometimes people think when they play open chords for a while and next thing you've the F chord in a song, it has to be the bar chord version, but it really doesn't. There are 3 different types of Fs I'm going to show you today. Each another sort of step up the ladder in difficulty and sort of considerations you need to look out for. Okay? So the first one looks as follows. So you notice I have my index on the first fret of the B string, then I get my second finger on the second fret of the G string, and finally my third finger goes on the third fret of the D string. Now, it's like a ladder system there, a step system, okay? You'll see the way they go up in succession. And the big thing to watch with this one is that you're not going to hit all of your strings. Okay, if you do, it's not going to sound pretty. Check this out. So here's how your F chord sounds if you hit everything on it. You can hear there's a bit of niceness there, but not a whole world really. So you're going to hit it with your D string down to the G to the B, and that's where you cut it off, okay? So again, that sounds like this. Now the thing about that F chord is, it is the easiest of the 3 to play, but all of a sudden the sound gets pretty thin, it gets pretty compressed. Because like really, you've gone from hitting perhaps 6 strings or 5 strings down to 3, and your sound volume is going to come right down as a result. So check this out. If I'm doing a song like this, if I'm on C, then this F is coming. You can hear it almost sounds like a ukulele has crept in there and played an F. Alright? So that's why, as a beginning F, it's perfectly fine, but there are other Fs to start to aim towards as you go along. Now the next F, you'd be glad to hear, it's not much different, okay? Just it will give us a bit more of a boost in sound. So we're going to move to it from our previous F. So we have the 1, 2, 3 there. All I'm going to do is I'm going to get the third finger up a string, and my pinky comes off the subs bench and goes exactly where the third finger was. Okay? So that's how it looks. A lot of people, when they look at these, they go, well, it looks very like C. And a lot of people get mixed up between F and C. So just keep an eye out for that. Okay? Especially with this version of the F shape. Now, so that's the 4 fingers on. And this is how it sounds. So we get... Now with this one, watch out that you're going to hit the A string, D, G and B only. A little tip for that is, like you'll notice here if you look at my hand, do you see the way usually I have a bit of clearance here? Like usually you can see the daylight peeking through the bottom of the hand there. Now watch for the F, I'm going to shut it right out so the darkness is there. Okay, so daylight, darkness. Okay, almost like a movie plot. So that is your second F. That F really, it's perfectly useful in so many songs because now you have 4 out of your 6 strings going on, which doesn't give too much of a dip in sound really, or a volume. But the day does come when you need to know the full-on bar chord F, because certain songs, since they use it, if you want to sound completely like the song, you'll need this one. But on the other hand, just to let you know, some songs use that F that we just did in their own songs, okay? So like, as an example, once you learn this other bar chord F, this one, it isn't like that's it, the day has come and that's the one you play the whole time. This one, I use this as much as anything, really. Like if you use in songs such as... or for really quick ones going... I won't play the B flat though. Right, now, here's our last F. The last F looks, from a distance, like this. Okay, now straight away I can feel way more tension in my hand, and that's normal because it is a full-on bar chord. So we'll zoom in and we'll have a look. Okay, welcome to the full-on bar chord F. Now, what's happening is, if we go from our previous one, that's what we had on. So like, your second, your third, and your pinky are still in the same place. It's the index that has all the work to do now. So the index comes off and it presses, and here's a little tip. It only presses on the E string at the top here and on the B string and the thin E string down below. Sometimes people think that their index finger has to press on all the strings, but it's not really the case, because when you think about it, those three fingers are pressing on those strings already. So check this out. I'm going to lift off those, and this is all I'm pressing on. The rest, you can hear I'm not bothering pressing on them because I don't have to. Now, so I have the second, the third, and the pinky, and like the tips before, if you look back on previous videos, they're up close to the fret. I'm pressing hard with each of them, and then I'm pressing hard with the tip of the first finger. And a little bit of advice I'd have to get the bottom ones coming out. Think of it as if your elbow is being pulled back. And when you pull back your elbow, that can often get the bottom two strings coming out for your F chord. Okay, so the full F chord is as follows. Okay, and it takes time, to be honest. Like, when I used to do them first, I did this one, then I got used to this one, then I started putting on this one. Okay, so can be a long process, really, but just to be nipping away at it, and at least with your songs, then you have options. Like, if you can't do this one at the minute, do the other ones, okay, and they'll still give you a sound, so you have options. Okay, and that's our final F bar chord. These bar chords, like, you'll hear people talk about their hands getting tired, their arms getting tired, fingers being sore, everything like that. No, I'm feeding you horror stories here, but it is the truth about the bar chords when you begin, I'm afraid to say. Once you've done them, though, you will build strength in your hands, and it's like building strength in general. Like, you'll just start off with a certain amount. Like, I always use push-ups as an example. Like, you wouldn't start off by doing 100 in a row or 200 in a row. You'll start off with what you can do. So whether that's getting one clear F chord, that's brilliant. One is good, okay? Even if it's none, you know you'll work up to one. And then aim to get two. And over time, then the songs will move on, or the pieces, and you'll find that you might have it clear for about a minute, and then the next minute will start to just edge away slightly. Maybe the bottom ones don't come out, okay? So then you'll know you just need to build up the stamina and the strength to get it working for the second minute and build it up bit by bit, okay? But to be honest, F is a bar chord that loads of people avoid, and people avoid bar chords because of F. It's sort of a weird sort of turnaround thing there, because they think that the whole thing is too hard and it's so difficult compared to open chords. But once you get into these, I'll be honest, it opens up so much more playing options, and so much songs only sound like the songs once you play bar chords. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And that is our F bar chord.